George Harrison was seen as the quiet Beatle, often having to take a backseat to Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Paul and John wrote the vast majority of the Beatles' songs and were the driving creative force behind the band's sound and style throughout the 1960s. About their writing partnership, Wilfred Mellors wrote in 1972, "Opposite poles generate electricity. Between John and Paul, the sparks flew. John's fiery iconoclasm was tempered by Paul's lyrical grace, while Paul's wide-eyed charm was toughened by John's resilience." George was also an accomplished songwriter, but he had to fight to make his voice heard at times, with Paul and John assuming creative control. The Wavertree-born star had written some songs that the Beatles recorded and was given a quota of compositions for each album, but he grew frustrated with the supporting role he had to play on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and The White Album. There was one song on the White Album that George really had to fight for. He had begun writing the music for "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" during the band's time in India, but came up with the lyrics when he returned home to the northwest of England. He explained, "I wrote 'While My Guitar Gently Weeps' at my mother's house in Warrington. I was thinking about the Chinese I Ching, the Book of Changes." George added, "The Eastern concept is that whatever happens is all meant to be, and that there's no such thing as coincidence. Every little item that's going down has a purpose." "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" was a simple study based on that theory. "I decided to write a song based on the first thing I saw upon opening any book, as it would be a relative to that moment at that time. I picked up a book at random, opened it, saw 'Gently Weeps,' then laid the book down again and started the song." George recorded a demo of the track with the band at his Surrey home in May 1968. He then recorded a solo version of the track with an acoustic guitar at Abbey Road in July. He wanted the band to record it properly, but found John and Paul weren't particularly interested in it. So he recruited his friend Eric Clapton, at that point part of the band Cream, to ensure his bandmates gave the song its dues. George recalled, "We tried to record it, but John and Paul were so used to just cranking out their tunes that it was very difficult at times to get serious and record one of mine. It wasn't happening. They weren't taking it seriously, and I don't think they were even all playing on it, and so I went home that night thinking, well, that's a shame, because I knew the song was pretty good." The next day I was driving into London with Eric Clapton, and I said, "What are you doing today? Why don't you come to the studio and play on this song for me?" He said, "Oh no, I can't do that. Nobody's ever played on a Beatles record, and the others wouldn't like it." I said, "Look, it's my song, and I'd like you to play on it."